Hi guys, welcome to Reality React channel. In this channel, we watch reality TV shows to recap, review, and for the fun of it. And thank you for clicking on this video. And today I'll be recapping Makoti Are You the One, season 3, episode 13, the reunion. And I know I have not been recapping the last four or three episodes. And in those ones, Bridget and her sister decided that to create a story that she could be pregnant because on the day she had brought Bridget the Jaeger, it was on the day she had slept with her boyfriend or something like that, because that was a weird situation. Because I thought that they stay a little bit far off from one another, but I know a person can take a taxi. And it was on that day where Bridget was cleaning the windows and complaining that she woke up late and stuff. Those first few days, those are the days she slept with Thembas. And Lakonko is the one hosting the reunion, and she's asking Thembas and Bridget about how they feel about this whole thing. And Thembas and Bridget are still going to be together after he slept with her sister, and he has a Cindy on the side, and she also apparently in a relationship with someone else, or they are dubbing us again with another situation where she's posting that guy on TikTok and saying this is her boo thing. And then Thembas as well is Bridget and him are still going to stay together, and they are going to work on their relationship. He doesn't care about that whole situation. So they are all shocked. And also that Bridget's mom is also asked, what did Zulu people say to you? Because that sounded a little bit stereotypical, or it sounded personal. And she demonstrates to us that how Umzwake, her ex-lover or whatever the situation was with her, she didn't go into details. Mzwake, while she was pregnant and carrying bags and having a baby on her back, he was not helping her, and it seems like she was mistreated in that Zulu family and stuff like that. And guys, we are also finding out that Thembas is getting guidance from his dad around the issue of East Timber. And to show that sometimes when we glorify old types of relationships, we do not know what the people have gone through. Because here is his stepmom saying that, you know what, this man was gallivanting, making everyone pregnant in the whole area, and then he would go pay in Taulo, and then those people, I don't know if they never broke up or whatever happened, but Thembas was born and other people were born and stuff like that. And then Thembas thinks that because someone has paid in Tlaulo, it means that you are now married to the person. So that's why he thinks that his dad is in Isitimbo. And his stepmom is clarifying that, no, my guy, I didn't want that. I didn't get that. This man has his kids, and some of those kids come back just like you came back into our life, and I've treated you like a son. I hope she has treated him right, because why else will she give Bridget away? Why else will even though Thembas does not like Bridget? And then I don't think that's love, guys. Please forgive me. I think that they are acting. It's either they are acting or he generally does not like her. He has seen qualities that he likes in her, and he thinks that she'll make a good wife. So it's best to keep her, but it's not love. You cannot tell me you love a person while you are busy dipping your genitals everywhere and stuff like that, and mixing. It's not that I care about that, but like, you just exposing yourself to a lot of other things around your emotions, and also you are robbing your partner other of your part of yourself because you're busy taking yourself out there. And then also, even if it's tame, guys, there's a respectful way in which all the people used to do it, and this way that Thembas is doing it is not right. Uncle ask her that ask Thembas that, sir, with regards to Cindy said that you are likely not going to marry Bridget first. And then where did she get that from? You remember I said he is pumping up Cindy. Now he's accusing Cindy of witchcraft, and Cindy can't be the one that comes and defend herself, because apparently, and that's what irritated a lot of people to say, the other Thembas, to say that, you know what, these people are playing in our faces, because in this case, we cannot agree that you are fine with this whole situation when we know that, you know what, in your case, this Cindy's situation maybe was a play. So he's asking, are you sure of what? And he even asked him when they were sitting together there, that where is this Cindy person? If you love Bridget, why are you doing this? And also, as the other Thembas aunt stands up and asks him if he has looked at himself and thought if he is a man, and what does he think, and if this thing that he is doing was being done to his sister, how would he feel? Yo, tell me why Lakonto allowed him to go haywire and not answer that question, because he's now going on about he has not done anything bad, and also these are reality TV shows, and he had to dig deeper. So it seems like he created a storyline, even if he was dating Usindi at one point, right? Which I'm not going to dispute. Maybe they were dating for those 2 years, right? Let's say that's the case. But to come and show us in the show, when I think most people don't like to see cheating men not being held accountable, ne? I think that's the thing, because even when I think that's the thing that we do not like as generally as people, because we watch the other show, Yajola 99, and it catches a lot of numbers to show that maybe it's not that we do not like people cheating, we do not like to see people who cheat and then they get away with it. So it seems like Themba is getting away with it. That's why a lot of us were irritated and we didn't like his character and stuff like that. And I understand it, because I'm just like, it makes sense. Why else would we like this? But if I was Themba, I was not going to say it like that. When he said the Bible verse that quotes around, that talks about the one who does not have who has never sinned must cast the first stone. And I'm just like, okay, I was going to say that and say, at least in me, I didn't talk to my future partner the way you talked to Pindi. Instead of quoting things that are not related to the show, like GBV. Please, we don't want that. But anyway, in overall, Bridget and Themba are going to stay together. She thinks she has learned a lot, but we didn't get an update on whether they're still staying together or not in these cheating ways of theirs. In this, people want to experience life the same way, because it seems like Themba has been cheating. So he's not lying when he says this is his reality, but we do not like his reality. That's it. So the next couple is the other Themba and Pindi, right? Magengenenes. So they they dwelled too much on that introduction that Auntie did, and they made Auntie apologize, and then they moved to the part where Upindila had taken Auntie to the therapist. Auntie apologized and people had their own opinions. And her sister said, Pindila's sister even said that, you know what, she must be grateful that there was a Umalume sitting next to her, because Umalume is the one that stopped her from acting the way she thought that it was worth of responding to the aunt. Like, you know what, you can't talk to my sister like that. Why are you calling her a thing? Instead of saying, I don't appreciate, because I feel like there are so many ways to express what she wanted to express. And even that thing of saying that Upindi is coming from a marriage, so therefore she should know how to dress, it's partly right, because, like culture and stuff. But I've looked at Pindile's Facebook profile, guys. She likes wearing short things. So for her to be bashed for wearing a shorter dress, it was not even that short. It was just 2 fingers above the knees. It was not worthy to be reacting the way that Auntie reacted. And also when they bring that therapy thing, Auntie started crying and being emotional to say that the way she acted is because of how I didn't like that therapy session. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't like it when people do wrong, and instead of saying that what you did was wrong, we try to find out why they are like that. It sounds like you're making excuses. You can just tell me that what you did was wrong. and don't speculate. Ask, why did you do that? And she's explaining that, you know what? It's because this lady is a divorcee, so she should know how to dress. And Upindile is defending herself by asking questions like, but you don't know who I was married to, or how they did things, the customs of that house. Of course she doesn't, but it doesn't stop her from making an assumption that when you are coming back from marriage, you should know how to dress. That's basically, it was not, the way she put it was wrong. I agree. That's why she issued an apology, hugged Upindile, and when it was time to address that issue of Pindile and taking her to therapy, she started crying, and that's how the episode ended. And you know what? I was like, oh, when Thembas stood up to hug his aunt to calm her down when he said his aunt needed time out of the cameras. And I'm like, yo, guys, when you have a niece like Utemba, it just warmed my heart. I'm just like, you know what? Like, you need brothers, you need nieces, you need nephews. I mean, nephews and people who will protect you. Unlike that girl Andy, so when she sees her aunt is crying, before her aunt started crying, she told the whole country that, you know what, the Magengenenes sisters and women do not get married. They are bononkroi, they drink, they don't know how to dress, they do it anyhow. And aunt is saying that, you know what, I am not saying that Themba shouldn't have known how for this lady to dress because he has never been married. He has never been married, but he has seen how other people dress when they go kotisa or when they go to their in-laws. They don't dress anyhow. And they don't dress in short dresses. But I feel like she was still making excuses. And it was just funny how Andisa is still insisting on calling her aunt out. And they talk about the Mapela situation. And that auntie, Zizo's mother-in-law is the one that told Upindile that, you know what, my sister, you do not air out your dirty laundry to the public. You do not talk about your in-laws issues in public like that. You should have kept it to yourself and then you dealt with it. Now you were busy telling everyone that came. And that was my thing, that it seemed like even that auntie saying that she's exaggerating, but I don't think she was. You know, she's also giving us an example to say that in that house only kids stayed there. Auntie so is part of the kids. Why aunties are not taking care of the house? I understand having cockroaches, but you can't have cockroaches that are like going up the walls everywhere. Maybe you can have cockroaches in the kitchen. That's maybe acceptable. I don't know. But I'm just saying that you can have a lot of them to an extent where when visitors come, you're uncomfortable to serve them food. I don't know what I'm saying right now. But yeah, guys, I am just like Pindile's sins were not as hectic as it was. But the only thing that I found out was weird for me was the fact that Pindile is still not divorced. And I'm just like, Sissy, you are doing this show with a man that while you are still married, that man is not gonna give you that divorce easily. And especially because she said that he has been abusing her previously. So her doing this show, going on about this whole thing, I don't think it's gonna make that man likes giving it easy to her so that she can get married to the Magengenenes. You know what? Some men are not good people, and Pindile, I'm sure she knows this by now, but at least Utemba seems like he's a protective guy, seems like he loves Upindile, even though at one point he talked to her weirdly, but at least he apologized the following day. And I just thought, it just showed Pindile the other side of Temba, that maybe she didn't know, maybe she was not aware of. And also another thing that I just want to give an update on the other relationships that are still there. Zizo and Paula are now married officially. I don't know if they've paid Lobola. We are going to find out details tonight. And they did their trip. We know that. And the other ones are still dating, all the three of them, except the other couple that have not been paid their Lobola in full. And also Bridget's mom is willing to take Lobola from the Zulu people that are abusing her child. And her child is willing to stay in that relationship. So we must not forget that. And also, Bridget is an adult, so she must take the decisions and tell her mother that she can't do this, she can do this, whatever the case might be, she needs to stand up for herself. And if this case she doesn't see the need, who are we? We can't judge people, Pella. At the same time, they must live their lives. Thank you guys for watching this recap. See you guys in the next one. Please like the video, comment on it, and subscribe on the channel.